Hey, it's Maciej here and welcome to the step-by-step tutorial on how to launch and run your extremely profitable follower ads that will allow you to basically put $1 in to get $5 out or even more. So it's extremely profitable, it works extremely fucking well. It's a complete no-brainer. You do not need any expertise in follower ads, in any type of ads. You don't need any crazy funnels, you don't need any meta backend, you don't need to hire any agency. You can launch it literally today. I will show you exactly what to do, how to set it up so you can launch it like 5 minutes after watching this video. You don't even need to record any new content and you can launch it today and start booking some calls from these follower ads literally like 2-3 days from now, and you can start closing new clients this week. So I'll show you exactly how to set it up. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Maciej Choromański and I'm on a mission to help online fitness coaches systemize their businesses so they can enjoy more freedom and make getting new clients easy. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Now, there's a few prerequisites that I want you to keep in mind before you run your ads. Okay, so first things first, you need to be an established authority, which means you need to have a clear bio and you need to be posting content targeted towards a specific avatar. Now, if you don't know how to do this, check out other videos on my channel. There's a video on how to set up your Instagram profile, how to turn it into a lead generation machine, and there's a video on what to do if you are not signing clients from your content. So check out both of these videos if you don't have this set up already. Second, you need undeniable social proof, which means every single day on your Instagram stories, you need to be posting some kind of before and afters, social proof, messages from your happy clients, so people, it's clear that you're an expert. Okay, so every single of these new followers coming from your ad will know that you are the expert that can solve their problems. Next, you need to be posting organic content consistently, because like if you just post follower ads, it's not going to work unless you are also dialed in with your organic content. Okay, so also check out the other video on how to optimize your organic content, and this will be solved. Now, there's this misconception in the market, like, should I run ads or should I focus on organic? Like, why not just do both? Okay, but if you want to run ads, which I'm a big advocate to do, because they are amazing, they're very predictable, you need to also dial in your organic strategy, because a lot of people from your ads, doesn't matter what type of ads you're running, whether it's follower ads, which I'm showing you, this is the most straightforward ad, but if you're running some kind of funnels, you also need to have a organic strategy that is dialed in, because not everybody from your ad will immediately book a call, click your funnel or whatever. They will click on your profile most likely. So if your content is shit, they will not book a call. They will not reach out to you or follow you. So you need to dial in your profile and your organic content as well for any types of ads to work. And lastly, I would recommend to spend at least $20 per day, which is really not a lot. And as I said, you can expect a 1 to 5 ROI or even more. So it's absolutely profitable, which means like if you spend $20, you will get $100 out. So it's definitely doable. Now, you can spend less if you want, but the results will be a lot slower. And to be honest, like, success loves speed. Right? You've heard it, like all the biggest people, success loves speed. So if you want to spend a bit more, I don't think $20 per day is a lot, but if you cannot afford it, then just keep in mind that the results will be a lot slower. But you can still do it just to test, right? Like $10 for a few days. Worst case, you waste like $50. Not a big deal. Best case, you just book some calls, you just close some clients. So definitely try it out. Now, there's only two main types of follower ads you can run. You can run a B-roll follower ad or a talking head follower ad. Now, the B-roll one is the easiest one to start because you can set it up after watching this video. You can just take some clips from the gym and set it up in like 5 minutes, and you can launch your ads 20 minutes from now. But if you want to record a talking head follower ad, I will also give you a script here, but keep in mind that you can also just boost one of your existing posts that is targeted specifically towards your avatar. For example, if you're a coach for busy moms and you created a video, hey, if you're a busy mom, these are the worst things you can be eating if you want to lose weight. That's a great video you can boost, okay? But don't boost videos like, this is bad for weight loss, this is good, this is the best, because this will attract a very wide demographic. And with follower ads, the key is being very specific with your language in the ad and talking specifically towards your avatars. Now, first, if you want to run the B-roll ad, I'll show you an example here. This one, we are running this for one of our clients. It's absolutely crushing it. It's bringing in about 1 follower per every 30 cents that we spend. So you finally found a fitness page for ambitious women over 30 that want to get toned and have their dream body. Follow me to learn how. As you can see, it's extremely easy. Before, after, most of you guys lost weight, so you can find some clips or even images and just put together something like this. Literally 2 clips. It would take you like 2 seconds to create, right, in the CapCut or whatever you use. So the template for this is POV. You finally found a page for niche that want to their dream result. Follow me to learn how. So you can set it up in 2 seconds, right? The second type, as I said, is a talking head video. Are you a niche that's 30 plus, overweight, who's unhappy with their body, feels intimidated in the gym, and just lacking energy and motivation? If so, give give me a follow here on my Instagram, where I teach my followers how to lose weight, build muscle, and boost their confidence. To show you an example here, this is a great one. The guy is spending a lot of money on their ads, on their follower ads. As you can see, he has a lot of followers, and most of it is coming from the follower ad. So check this one out.
Are you a busy, career-driven man that's 30 plus pounds overweight, who's unhappy with their body, feels intimidated in the gym, and just lacking energy and motivation? If so, give me a follow here in my Instagram, where I teach my followers how to lose weight, build muscle, and boost their confidence.
As you can see, extremely straightforward. So my recommendation here is now test the B-roll one, and if it does not perform, but I'll show you what to look for to determine if it actually performs. If it does not perform, just go ahead and test a talking head one, okay? Now to set up your ads, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this step by step. So first go to your profile, find the video that you want to boost. Again, it can be a specific follower ad or a video that you just want to boost that was targeted specifically towards your audience. Click boost reel. It will move you to this page. Now, the first thing, I know it might look a bit complicated, but you don't really need to change anything here. We want to optimize it for visit your profile, and this will be set as default. Then when you scroll down, you want to pick your audience, so who you are going to be targeting with this audience. So as you can see, the suggested audience is for India, which is not too good, so we need to set up a target audience. So we want to click create your own and follow these guidelines. So first things first, disable use advantage plus audience. So just turn it off. First, set the location. So for example, you're targeting United States, Canada. For example, this is if you live in the United States, right? But if you're targeting UK, you can also put it here. You can also put in Australia, for example. I'll just leave these two for now. Save. Then you can pick the interest. Now, how to find the right interest? Because this is basically, you can put in a lot of things here. For example, diet. But if you put too broad of interest here, your ad will be shown to kind of just some random people that will never follow you because they are not your ideal client profile, okay? So to find the right interest, you want to basically go ahead and use this ChatGPT prompt. So open ChatGPT, type in this prompt, my avatar is niche, that are struggling with their struggle. I want to find some interest, okay? So let's fill this out. So for example, I'm targeting women over 30. So my target is busy, professional, woman 30 plus that are struggling to, for example, lose weight. Give me 20 interest. That would have as a niche. So for example, again, woman 30 plus that have money, okay? And just let it play. And here you basically just want to pick some of the interests that it gives you. So high-end luxury brands, beauty, self-care. This will basically, these are interests that will indicate that those people will have money, okay? So we don't want to be targeting broke people, obviously. So you can go ahead and pick some of them. So for example, Lululemon, go ahead and type in this search. So again, we want to locations. This is already set, interest, edit, and you can put these interests here. So Lululemon, you can, for example, put, some of them will not be here. Okay, so for example, Alo Yoga will probably not be here. Okay, so you can skip some of them. Not all of them will be here. But for example, we can scroll down and go ahead and, for example, put Sephora. You can, for example, put Equinox Fitness, Peloton. All right, you can also put something like Apple Watch, right? Just something that indicates that they are interested in fitness. You can put some kind of diet, for example, healthy diet, that is okay. But this is also very broad. As you can see, it will become very broad. So I would recommend you just putting some specific interests like this. I would recommend you to pick like 5 to 10 here, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't put too many, because otherwise Instagram will show your ad to just some random people. So next you want to pick the age, okay? So here, for example, we target 30, let's say 45, as you can see. It will make this a bit smaller, okay? Next, we want to pick the gender. Now, even if you target both, you need to do separate ads for each gender, because otherwise it might be like 90% of the audience will be men and 10% will be women, okay? It will not be 50-50. So if you want to test both, just do 2 separate ads, okay? But in this case, let's say we do female. Again, it will update this. We are looking for a 10 to 25 million audience size. So we are hitting perfectly in this range. So once you're done with this, you can click save. Obviously give it a name. So for example, audience 1, save. Now the last thing you want to do is turn off the show ad on Facebook, okay? So you want to scroll up, preview ad, and this might be turned on automatically, so just turn it off, because otherwise it will show your ad to people on Facebook as well. And the problem with that is that most of you guys don't really have a Facebook audience, right? So you'll not really be able to even DM those people. And lastly, obviously scroll down and set the budget, set it to run this ad until I pause it. So set it to $20. okay? And as you can see, you can even see the estimated daily reach, but obviously this is not really accurate. Now, one thing I need to mention is that you always want to do this from the app on your desktop, never from your iPhone, okay? Because if you do it from your iPhone, you'll need to pay a 30% Apple fee. You'll need to pay 30% more, which doesn't make any sense, right? So you want to always do this from your desktop app. Just log in on your desktop, on your laptop, whatever, and do it from the desktop Instagram version. Once you're done, just click boost and wait. It might take a few hours to get approved, and then once it's approved, just look for the results. So I'm going to show you what to look for, okay? So what we are looking for is a cost per follower under $1. 50% of the new followers coming in should be high quality, which means you can just check their profiles, right? And you can see that if you're targeting women over 30, you can see by their profile pictures that they're actually women over 30, right? And they are responsive, they reply to your DMs and all that. They are your ideal client profile. So we are aiming for 50% of the new followers to be those types of people, okay? And we are aiming for at least 1.5% appointment booking rate, aka you book 1.5 call per every 100 DMs that you send to those new followers, okay? So aka 1 to 2 calls. So say your metrics are 75 cents per follow and 1.5% appointment booking rate, and you sell $1,000 fitness packages, right? Let's say 12 weeks, 16 weeks, whatever, and you're pretty average at sales, which means you close 1 out of 3 calls. You'll need to spend about $150 to acquire 1 new client, which means for every $1 you spend, you make $5.5, okay? Every $1, $5. That's a freaking money-making machine, okay? And this is what you can achieve if you're average at sales. If the follower ad is not even performing that well, 75 cents per follower is also very average. We have clients that have like 30 cents per follow. Now, how do you actually convert those new followers into clients? Because obviously these are just people that will follow you, but you need to do something to turn them into clients. So first, you DM them and book a call. So you can set up a ManyChat automation that will automatically DM every new follower to start a conversation. This is something that ManyChat released very recently, I think like 2-3 weeks ago, and it's amazing because you don't need to be manually going ahead and just messaging people, right? It's completely automated. So you want to go ahead, sign up for ManyChat. You should already have an account there. Find this, say hi to new followers, or just go ahead and click automation, new automation, and just find say hi to new followers. Turn it on, update permissions. You might need to update the permissions and just log into the Meta, like business suite, whatever. Just go ahead and log in. Once you do so, you'll be able to see a page like this. So what you want to go ahead is turn off this opening DM, turn it off, and use this one. So a DM with the link, and then they will get a DM with the link. Use this one, okay? So here you want to just put a message that which is your like regular opener. So I would recommend something like, are you on a fitness journey right now or just enjoying the content? You can literally use this one. So once you're done setting this up, don't forget to set the delay, okay? Because otherwise it will be set to default, which is like no delay, which means like every single time somebody follows you, they will immediately get a message, but they will know that it's automated, right? So you want to wait. So you can click here and just pick something. So for example, after 1 minute, you can also wait 5 minutes. I would recommend 1 minute, and it's realistic. Also, don't spam too many emojis here. Make it sound natural and human, okay? So as you can see, I didn't, for example, here, it's not even like properly capitalized, right? But it looks natural. And that's why people reply to this. From there, you need to identify their struggles, goals, and book a call, like in a regular DM conversation. Now, if you don't know how to book calls in the DMs, check out one of the other videos on the channel. I'll put it here, and you'll know exactly how to use the DM script and how to convert your audience members in the DMs into booked calls and then into paying clients. So that's the first way. You just DM them or automate it with ManyChat. But there's a second way. Obviously, they get nurtured by your organic content and reach out to you later. So the fact that you're providing specific value specifically for this avatar, they will get nurtured and they will like your content, they will enjoy it, they will comment, and over time they'll probably reach out to you or for example comment on one of your call to actions. They will DM you just directly or apply via your coaching application in your bio. It will just happen sooner or later, but you'll need to wait for a bit longer. But worst case, it will just take a bit longer to book a call with them. Best case, you DM them and you basically book a call right away and you sell them your coaching. So now that you know how to convert them into clients, we need to talk about how long you should be running these ads for, what to look for when testing them. So I recommend waiting for at least 3 to 4 days before making any decisions, because Instagram needs some time to optimize who it's showing your ad to, right? Because otherwise, if you just make good decisions too quickly, you spend $10 and you freak out because there's no booked calls. Don't freak out, just wait, okay? Because data needs some time to show up. As the main metric, you want to track how many sales calls you book with the new followers you get, right, from the ad, and how much cash you collected compared to the ad spend. And the goal here is a minimum of 1 to 3 ROI, which means you spent, let's say 5 on ads, and you close a 999 fitness package. That's 1 to 3. Again, it's very realistic to get a 1 to 5, but 1 to 3 is a minimum, and like you just made a money making machine, right? You just spend $1 and get $3 out, but obviously you can optimize it, and I'll show you how. So when the ad is underperforming, which means you need to spend more than $1 per follower, or it's unprofitable, like you don't really make money on the calls, even though it is less than $1 per follower, you want to improve it, right? We need to look at the secondary metrics to identify where the problem is, okay? So we have really 3 main metrics. So cost per profile view, cost per follow, and cost per call, okay? And I created this nice table, like a cheat sheet on what to do for all of these metrics. So first you need to look at the cost per profile view. You need to look at this table from the top to the bottom, okay? Because this is how it works. So cost per profile view, you need to be looking at less than 50 cents per view. So to find all of these metrics, you want to go to your dashboard, and you'll be able to see your boosted ad here. You want to click on view insights, and you'll be able to see a page like this, okay? So you want to go to ad, scroll down, and you'll be able to see the spend. So let's say 187 here, and we have a 0.45, so 45 cents per profile visit. So for example, this ad would be in KPI, but if it is more expensive for you, you have the solution here. So if it is above 50 cents, the ad needs improvement, okay? So I would just recommend just testing a different ad, because that shows you that the ad itself is underperforming. Your profile is okay, everything is okay, but the actual ad is not the best. So for example, you can test completely a different type of ad. So instead of doing a B-roll, you can do a talking one, or a different B-roll one, or a different talking one. Just test different things. Spend, like, again, test it for 3 to 5 days, and then from there just check the metrics again and figure out whether it's actually in KPI now, if it's less than 50 cents per profile view, and then you can go ahead and move down this ladder, down this table, and see the other problems, right? If it's still underperforming. So next you want to check the cost per follow, and as I mentioned like 10 times, you want to be looking for less than $1 per follower. Now, if your niche is more sophisticated or is very small, you can accept like less than $1.75 per follow, okay? Because for example, you are more like a health coach instead of a fitness coach. Obviously, Meta will need to show your ad to a bit more people to find the right people, because there's not that many people on the platform that you called out in your ad, which means like naturally the cost per follow is going to be higher. But for most of you guys, I'll be looking at less than $1 per follower. But if it's like $1.5 per follow, it is okay if they are your ideal client. Now, if it is above $1 per follower, you want to improve your profile and organic content, because it has to be targeted towards your avatar. You call out in the ad. So let's say in your ad, you say, if you're a busy professional, if you're a high achieving woman, if you're a corporate woman, whatever, working a busy job, and you don't know how to lose weight, then when they click on your profile, the first thing they will do is read the first line of your bio. So if your bio is completely random, I help people lose weight, they will not follow you, because in the ad you called out a corporate woman, and then when they clicked on your profile to see if it actually is a profile for a corporate woman, they saw that it's not, so they're not going to follow you. The lesson here is you need to optimize your ad to be towards a specific avatar, and your profile needs to also be optimized for the specific avatar. So again, let's say you target corporate woman. If you're a corporate woman, you're struggling to lose weight, for example, you need to follow me right now. And then when they click on your profile, they need to be, I help corporate women lose weight. Then they will follow you, because it just makes sense. So to check the cost per follow, you want to go to the ad metrics. Now, this is a bit skewed, to be honest with you. In the ads, I would recommend you looking at the all tab, okay? So let's say this ad brought us 457 new followers. So what you would do is you just pull up a calculator, and you just need to calculate it. So you would split this by, let's say, in this case, it's 457, and this would give you about $1.4 per follow, which is absolutely in KPI, right? We are aiming for less than $1, but let's say it's not. Then what you need to look at is cost per call. Okay, so it should be less than $100, sorry, per call. If the cost per call is too high, again, check all of the other metrics, but if they are in KPI, review your messaging process. So dial in your DM process, okay? Now, something I need to emphasize here, even if all of the metrics are pretty bad, they're out of KPI, but you are profitable, do not f with the ad, okay? I know you're trying to optimize, but you can, at the same time, you can completely destroy something that is working. Because the goal of these ads is to make you money. So don't get super obsessed with these metrics. If you are making money, that is good. if you're making 1 to 3, which means you spend $1 and you make $3 back, and you track that, then don't even worry about these metrics. Just spend more, okay? Just spend more to make more. Now, if you want to test, keep in mind it's difficult to track calls if you have two ads running at the same time, because there's no way to clearly identify which ad the person who booked a call with you came from, right? So don't run a few ads at the same time, okay? You need to be running one active ad, because then you can clearly see, okay, this person came from the ad, which means this ad made me this much money, right? And then you can calculate the ROI. But otherwise, if you're running multiple ads, there's literally no way to see which ad brought you this person that bought, right, your program, which means there's no way to clearly see the profitability of an ad. So just run one ad at a time. If you want to test a different one, I would pause one ad and test another one, okay? And once you find the winner, aka all the metrics are in KPI, simply reboost it again with a higher budget, because there's no way to just change the budget. So you just want to reboost the same ad, okay? So that's that. If you follow all these guidelines, you can launch your follower ads literally today. Again, you can use the B-roll one and you can launch it in a few minutes from now. So no excuses, you can do it today and you can start making money as early as a few days from now. So definitely do it. So that's that. Now, if you struggle to get clients or keep clients, or cannot for the life of you figure out how to grow your online fitness coaching business, feel free to check the first link in the description. It's not a webinar or a free case study or like free training. It's a video of me explaining how my company can help you solve the problem, right? If you have a problem with getting clients and keeping clients, whatever, and we have the solution, why is there a gap, right? Let's just bridge the gap. Now, you don't have to click it. I don't care really if you click it or not, but feel free to check it out if you have some client acquisition problems. Now, that's it for this video. If you like the video, there's a button for that, so make sure you click it if you did. Now, if you have any questions, any struggles, make sure to put those in the comments and I'll make videos solving your problems. Now, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos that keep you engaged and watching until the end. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.